the cookie dream in my mouth. Okay, we're gonna do. I'm gonna do the balance.
Is that gonna work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Molly, the person who talks about things with people while they eat.
Part of me feels like this isn't gonna be the same because like the first time was so good. It's still the same. Like
Can we recapture the magic? It's like the new Star Wars movies. It's like no matter how good they make them, it's never going to recapture the magic of the originals.
Yeah. So I think people will still prefer the originals, but they really enjoyed seeing you and hearing your insights. So then we can have at least a little bit more of that. Our friendship. When we see each other, do you feel like we just jump back into it?
I'd like to think so.
I do think so.
Good, me too. Yeah, I feel like those are the best friendships, where like I don't see somebody for a long time and then I see them again and it's like no time has passed. Just like, yeah, what's up? Because I don't know, I think maybe that's an introvert thing. Bringing it back to the Myers-Briggs. But, right, because like I'm the kind of friend who isn't always good at like keeping in touch with people, which I feel bad about, but also it's just sort of like, I don't know, this is who I am. I'm bad at keeping in touch with people, and then when I do get back in touch with people, I really appreciate when they're not like, oh, I haven't heard from you in forever. You know, I really appreciate when people are just like, oh, hey, what's up? And it can just be like, we hang out when we hang out.
We're friends. Let's still be friends instead of talking about like the weird time that passed. Because it doesn't have to be
I don't want to be reminded
just
that time has passed.
Why not?
Because I want to just pretend like I'm still 23 and I'm just always going to be 23 forever.
Is that the perfect age to you?
I feel like that was the age when I was like fully comfortable with like who I was, who I am, and like what I wanted to do, kind of. That was like the age where I was like, all right, here we go, we're starting. Because, yeah, I think that was the age when I moved into where I'm living now. So I guess I still kind of feel like I'm 23. Because I'm like living in the same place.
You're wondering the faces I'm making is because do you hear my stomach?
I hear it a little bit.
It's right by the microphone, so they'll.
Oh, so that it'll be picked up in the video. Good.
I'm trying to like change the pressure of it against my pants, or like.
Just let it happen. Your body's sorting itself out down there.
I don't want it to happen. Not for the video. The video must be perfect. I'm trying to keep it from happening and figure out like where I should place my stomach.
Surely your audience knows that bellies make sounds sometimes.
Surely. Yeah, but I don't want it to distract.
PSA. Bellies make sounds. It's
do.
gonna happen. It's a thing. Just let it be.
I'm hungry.
Just let it be.
For my lunch. What do I do? Should I put a pillow over it to block the sound?
Just let it,
But just to block the sound, because I think it might keep happening.
Okay.
I don't want it to interfere. It's kind of loud. It's rumbling.
It's fine. It's probably not as loud as it is for you.
I didn't think about it as an introvert thing. You're right. When I think of the friends who I have this with, it's mostly introverted friends where we might not keep in touch as regularly, but like whenever we talk, it's like...
Yeah, there's like an understanding of like, oh, I understand why you haven't reached out to me in a while, because it's hard to reach out to anybody when you're an introvert.
Especially when you have your few close friends and close proximity, you spend time with them, and that's like already enough. So I don't need you right now in my life. Just kidding.
Well,
no, not that I don't.
No, but I get it. I
I'd be...
just don't need to hang out with people all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like I'd be more inclined to reach out to you, though. in general. I just wanted that to be noted.
Molly is the better friend.
No, not that that's better. Just like...
Yeah, I mean, I never think to, like, reach out to people. Like, I went to a show by myself, and once I was there, I felt super awkward. And then, because I was there by myself and I didn't know anybody, and I felt creepy because I was, like, standing near other people, and they were, like...
Lurking?
Yeah, I felt like I was lurking or something. And then I went home, and I was, like... All of a sudden, I thought of, like, a bunch of different people that I could have invited to go with me to that show. And I was like, oh, I guess that's what people do, don't they? They, like, invite other people to go with them to things. And I had this, like, realization, like, that's what normal people do. They'll want to go to a show, and they'll be like, oh, I'll invite my buddy to go with me to the show. Mm-hmm. And that's why maybe other people don't feel so awkward all the time, because they don't just go places alone where they don't know anybody.
Do you like going places alone? And also, why don't you ask people to go out?
I just didn't think about asking anybody.
Do you think you would now? Now that
I think maybe I'll think about it next time. I generally, like, I've always been the person to go to things alone, and I've kind of liked that about myself, because it's like, I'm independent. I don't need anybody. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to go to this thing by myself. But, like, most of the time I do feel awkward when I go places. Because, like, if I'm with somebody, I know I can always kind of, like, talk to them, or...
It's like a safety net. When you're by yourself.
Yeah, I'll, like, pretend to be on my phone, but I have, like, a flip phone, so, like, then everybody's looking at my flip phone and, like,
you don't want
what's he doing with that flip phone? I can't pretend like I'm doing that much on this, because this doesn't do that much.
So you don't know what to do with your body.
Yeah.
And are you aware of people looking at you?
I'm so aware. So dreadfully aware.
And in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you were to ask people to hang out, or they said, no, I'm not free tonight, would that rejection keep you from asking them in the future?
I don't think so. Unless I really thought that they were, like, not wanting to hang out with me. I don't know. If I had, like, an insecurity about
the person,
then maybe I would be like, oh, I won't ask them again.
But you're not asking people in fear of rejection. You just don't think to ask people.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't think about it.
That's
But, like, the people I would ask are people that I know are, like, my friends anyway. You know, I wouldn't ask somebody if I wasn't sure that they liked me. You know, I wouldn't ask, like, an acquaintance to go with me somewhere. Because then I'd be like, oh, maybe they think I'm trying to date them or something.
Yeah, and then there's that whole
Yeah.
other layer. So I thought you didn't ask people to hang out because you didn't want to intrude on their life. Like, in case they already had plans, you didn't want to...
That's a little bit of that, too, I think. But then it's also that I never think about it as, like, an option. I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess I could, like, hang out with people.
I prefer to be productive instead of sometimes hanging out with people.
You can sync it up. I generally don't feel the need to, like, always be catching up with different friends and, like, maintaining the friendships, because the friendships I care the most about are, like, they don't need to be maintained because I'm always going to be friends with that person. Yeah. I've had some friends who I'm kind of only friends with because they keep bugging me to hang out. You're not one of them. Don't worry. You're a real friend. But I've had some friends in the past where it's like I don't even connect with you really. And then you know, text me all the time like, oh, let's hang out. We need to catch up. And I'm like,
do you think they actually like you? So you don't think they actually, they're forcing it?
I don't know. I think they just have a different, like, framework in their minds of what a friendship is. And it's a little bit more of like, oh, these are the people that I connect with. And like, I need to know everything that's going on in their life, and they need to know everything that's going on in my life for us to be friends.
But
and
you
we
don't
need to
see,
talk like this
exchanging
often.
information as a friendship. That's like...
I just see friendship as like a natural thing that happens.
Yeah.
People that you like and that you like to spend time with or just connect with when you have the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
If you have to force it, it's not real.
Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't have to force friendship. Nailed it. Oh. Oh no.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, well, I have two things.
Okay.
Firstly, smiling. You've said it doesn't come naturally to you, or it didn't when you were younger, so you had to, like, fake.
I had to learn how to smile. It comes more naturally to me now, but, like, yeah, literally the first person I dated had to teach me how to smile. And it was a whole thing. It was a whole, like, training course, because she was sick of taking pictures of me where I'm, like, grimacing in the picture, like, with my arm around her, and she was like, "You don't look like you're happy to be with me." I was like, "I am, I promise." And so she taught me how to smile.
Mm.
Eventually I wasn't happy to be with her, but that's a different story.
Deep in my eyes, what do you see? Deep in my sighs, listen to me. Let the music commence from inside. Now only one sense fades all pride. Come to your senses. Come to your senses. Come to your senses. Maybe come back.
That was good.
It was okay.